Hello everybody, how we doing today? Welcome on in, my friends. What's going on? Happy Monday. Happy Monday. It is a hot day out here, so hopefully we're gonna be fine without the AC on, because it was definitely picking up on the mic today. So we're gonna go for hopefully we don't melt here. That's the goal. That is the goal. What's going on, everybody? How we doing? Jordan, what's up? Harry, how we doing? Lunar Storm, what's going on? Carmel, hello. Hope you're having a good day so far. I am. I've been having a pretty good day. Sammy, welcome on in. Tactical Corn, what's up? Joseph, how we doing? Nathan, hi. Sarah, what's up? JC, nobody. Jinxie Heart, howdy. Hi everybody. Miss May, what's going on? How we doing? Good to have ya. Kai Opal, what's going on? Hello. Arcane Knight, what's up? Thanks for the stream. Thanks for being here, my friend. If you're y'all over on the YouTube side, please leave a like on the stream. Helps me out a bunch, so I very much do appreciate y'all doing that. Thank you so very much for everybody for hanging out here. We have a big dig ahead of us today. I've already spent 2 hours digging on it, and we are working on setting up the harbor within the city of Path. So we've got a lot of digging to do because we need to clear out all that space. Y'all remember that creative stream that we did like 2-3 weeks ago, something like that? Yeah, that we gotta dig all that space out so that I can make space to be able to build the cliffs. So we're going to be working on that today and take out as much of it as we can. I was doing it last night while I was just chilling and watching Howl's Moving Castle. Realized I'd never seen it before. Great movie. It was super chill. And yeah, I was just digging away and got 2 hours in and was gonna jump back into that today. And I was like, you know, I could just stream. I could chat with some people. I've just been digging. I can't make much content out of that for a video, so we're just digging away. Wimzella, thank you so much for the 23 months. One more month till a new tree and tier 2 at that. Thank you so very much. I really do appreciate it. And Parch with the 22 months. Thank you so very much. fWhip stream. Rah! Hope things are well. Things are going good. Thank you so much. So happy you've gotten into Studio Ghibli. I saw a bunch of them when I was a kid. And then I kind of had the assumption that I had seen them all. And then I was like, wait, I haven't seen like half of these. So we have HBO Max right now. So I was like, I'm going to go watch through all of them. So I'm gonna be doing that for a little while. It should be good. We can dig it, hopefully, Trisha. Hopefully. It should be good. It was a good movie to like have on a side monitor and just chill for a while, which I was very, very happy to do. And yeah, so it's good. It's good. Be sure to leave a like if you haven't already, my friends. We got 600 people in here over on YouTube, and we're at 298 likes right now. So I think we can get that up to at least 400 or 500. But it's all good. Where's the Goblin Kingdom? Not in this world. That was back in Empires a season 2. So we'll see. I've as you can see here, I've dug to there, and we need to dig. I have a Lightmatica copy of what we've been working on, the rough shaping and all that. So we need to dig to there. Everything down here that's purple, that needs to go. So that's kind of where we're starting today. And we're definitely going to have to move the beacon. We'll probably leapfrog that one down. So let's just move that now before we forget. And then we can just keep it going. It's a lot of progress already. I know. A straight 2 hours of digging last night to get to here. So we'll see what we can do. We'll see how much we can get done. I'm kind of just cutting everything in front of the cliff. So you can see here where the cliff is. And thankfully some places are stone. So I'm just leaving it. But yeah, so I'm just cutting everything the block behind, so then I can come back in really easily and place in everything for the cliff. So it's super easy. All right, you liked the stream before it even started. I appreciate it, May. Thank you. Excuse me. Sorry.
Pleased to meet you.
Sarah, thank you so much for the 16 months. Hope you had a great 4th of July holiday. Love your last video with Sid's commentary. Yeah, that was a fun one to record. Thank you, everybody, for the positive feedback on that one. Seems that was very much for the fan community, and seems like everybody really enjoyed it. So she was loving reading through all the comments. Y'all were so kind. Otzi, thank you so much for the 22 months. Thanks for streaming. Remember, everybody, toss a like to your flipper. Hey, I appreciate it. And Rory, thanks so much for the prime. I appreciate that. Thank you. Please show your resource packs, I beg. I have 2 from Vanilla Tweaks that just, one is the 3D sun and moon. The other is directional hoppers. So I can kind of tell which way things are moving more easily. And then outside of that, the only resource pack I use is my own personal one, the fWhip foliage upgrades, which you can get for being a supporter. Did I see you at Dick's Burgers? I haven't been at Dick's Burgers in a few months, probably. I know, I need to go back. One day we'll get back there again. So if it was recent, that must have been a doppelganger. Where can I set this up? That would make sense. We're just gonna set it up right here. I've had kind of like a backwards morning today. I jumped on the Spawn Chunks podcast, which is Pixariffs and Joel Duggan. They do that podcast. I jumped on today this morning, so my whole morning was kind of like backwards. It was super fun to be part of. That episode should be out later today, if not early tomorrow. And yeah, so that was cool. But my whole morning was just like completely in reverse what I normally do. So I feel like I'm now just like readjusting to having like back into workday flow. I got into the gym like way later than I normally do, and I'm just like, I am tired in the heat. All that. But we won't be complaining about it too much today. We're chilling. We're having a good time. We're hanging today. I'm definitely gonna be turning my AC unit back on later though. It's gonna be toasty in here soon. I'll put it on as low as I can and face it away from the mic so it doesn't pick up, hopefully. If not, then we'll have the music covering it. That'll be fine. All right, there we go. Beacon set up, good to go. And yeah, we just need to churn all of this land out. So much of this land needs to go. Jenny, thank you so much for the 8 months. Hello again from New Zealand. Hi, how you doing today? Welcome. Jewel, thank you so much for the gift sub to Umplify. Last month gifted. I'm a little late today, but we'll be listening at work. Hey, all good. Thank you so much for hanging. You have a good one, all right? 3-headed Mountain Dew with the 1 year, my friend. Thank you so much. Enjoy the big old tree right there. Okay, so as mentioned, I've already carved all this stuff. Like, I already have the plan down for what I want to do. We just need to keep carving. So we're just kind of taking a lot of this stuff out and doing the old diggy. We're doing the diggy fWhip. What I've been kind of doing is going back in big like chunks like this that we can just mass clear some sections. And I don't want to dig more than I need to, because that just means more space we have to spawn proof underneath it all. So if we can just like tear all of this out, it'll make it a lot easier. I hate crafting mosaic bamboo so much. I'm playing my hardcore too. Ooh, yeah, I don't think I've ever used that block. I'll be honest, I don't think I have ever found a use for it. Moss the hill too, I'm guessing. I want to do grass blocks on top, actually. I was thinking about moss, and then I was like, yeah, maybe we just go grass. Because then I can bone meal it and get tall grass easier, and then I don't have to worry about that. Like spreading on other things. I did all the texturing and everything for the cliffs, and I'm really excited about them. So if you're looking at like the schematic when I'm pulling it up, you can see a little teaser in there, but I'm not gonna dive in too hard for it. But I've got the episode 68 will be out this week, and then this, what we're working on right now, is actually for episode 69. So I'm a full week ahead. I'm proud of myself. Look at me go. Tips for terraforming a custom biome really depends on what you want to do. But I think the big thing for it is a lot of people just make custom biomes and they just have a really harsh border to them. If you want a custom biome to look really good and like it belongs in the world that you're creating, either put it up against some water so the water becomes the natural harsh border, or have room for like a transitionary biome. Think of how jungles go into sparse jungle, and then the sparse jungle goes into whatever else is next to it, instead of just jungle going straight into, I don't know, plains biome. So I'd say look into doing something like that. Look at how Minecraft divides up biomes. There's always rivers kind of breaking apart biomes, unless it's a biome that like actually belongs next to each other. if they have like a weird harsh transition, that's kind of where Minecraft rivers generate. So use Minecraft to your advantage to help you create some cool stuff. Releasing new 1000 day movie of this world? Not really. I have no plans to do more 1000 day movies right now. I find that movies are just so overdone recently that they just don't really work on YouTube anymore. Also, apologies. I'm gonna turn the AC on because it is so freaking hot in here already. Hopefully this doesn't get too hot or too loud. Okay, if y'all end up hearing that, let me know, but hopefully the music will drown it out. It's definitely coming through. Let me turn my mic down just a touch, and maybe that'll... Okay. Is that terribly loud? I'm curious how loud that is. It might be a little loud right now. It's like turning itself on. But that's a-okay. Because I don't want to melt. No, not loud? Good. Good. You can hear it, but it's fine. Okay. We're just chilling today. It's the summer months. It is, it's one of those times where, can't hear it over my own. Can't hear it at all. Perfect. That's what we want. Right. We're just going to tear this out real quick. And then we're going to come back in here. And you see where it turns into the red? That's a block that I need to place back in. So we're basically just breaking out until where the red comes in. Then we break those. And then we just... keep moving on. Interested in starting a channel with videos such as building tutorials and let's play? Do you have any advice? If you haven't started yet, just focus on enjoying what you do. That is the most important thing of YouTube. If you don't enjoy what you're making, nobody's going to enjoy what you're making. That is the best advice I can give. If you haven't even started yet, is focus on making something you actually want to make. And once you can figure that out, then you can figure out how to optimize things from there. But if you haven't even started, there's no point in talking about how to optimize or do things better. You just got to get out there and start. That's the big... YouTube is always a realm of yesterday was the best day to upload your first video. Or yesterday was the best day to upload your video, I guess you could say. Just whatever you're in. But just get in there, get started, and just have fun with it.
Pleased to meet you.
That's the most of what I can recommend. Eggman with the 19 months. Thank you so much. Big smiles right back at you. And Sarah Lemon with 18 months already. Love the content and chill streams. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're definitely chill stream vibes today. Had so much fun over the weekend hanging with friends and just doing a lot of things and then seeing family and all that for the 4th of July holiday, and it's been great. But I'm like so much talking. Voice is tired. No want to talk much, but want to dig and needed something to do while digging. So here we are. What is a kilometer? It's a kilo of meters. I know, very difficult to catch up on. It's a nice 60 degrees Fahrenheit here in Alaska, so you're melting, right? I'm pretty sure Alaska hits 60 and everything melts. What sports do you follow? I don't really follow any professional sports, like, as a diehard fan. I enjoy watching, like, almost any sports game, but I'm not, like, huge into following them. Like, I'm really excited for the Summer Olympics.
Pleased to meet you.
I think that'll be really cool. I want to keep up with, like, the swimming and water polo, because that's what I did growing up, so I always have a good time watching that at the Olympics. But outside of that, I'm not like a diehard fan. I like going to any of like the Seattle sports leagues. Like we're gonna try and make it to a Kraken, which is hockey game this next season, hopefully. And like I don't if Seahawks game's on, I'll watch it. If Mariners are on, like I'll happily go to a game. And Seattle Sounders, like those, like soccer. always enjoy that stuff. But yeah, I'm not like a die-hard sports fan, really. Rebuzz, thank you so much for the 22 months. Good afternoon. What is today digging for the cliff you plotted in creative recently? Hope the AC keeps cool. Yes. We are digging for the cliff. That's the plan. Do you have any advice on how to optimize a skeleton spawner farm? I found one close to base location. Is there any farms you recommend early game? If you found a skeleton spawner, I think Nembomb has like the most optimized way of doing it on his channel, which involves like pistons and everything. But if you don't want to do that, just make them go up 22 blocks with a soul sand elevator and then drop them back down. So, or make them drop 22 blocks and then make sure you're close enough to where they are so that they're at one hit kill range. And as long as you can get them out of the spawner, they'll keep spawning. So you want to move them away from the spawner as quick as you can. So just use a water stream. That's your best bet, to be honest. Stop watching football after we lost Russell. Yeah, Seahawks have been hard to watch for the last few years. They had those few years of just being the absolute goats, unbeatable. Well, 2 years. And then they haven't been that fun to watch since then. When you take a team that was like so good that they could just get as many penalties as possible and still just win the game, like they were really, really good. And then they kept trying to play that way and they were not good enough anymore to be able to survive with how many penalties they were getting. So yeah, pickaxe, we got another 350 durability on it. I think we can almost fill another inventory. I'll keep watching it though. All right, let's do some fine tuning in this area just to be able to take this all down. Nope. I'm trying to, as I mentioned earlier, keep it as close to the shape as we can so that when I am coming back in, I can just place blocks on top of it. If we finish this digging today, which I don't know if we will, because it's a lot of digging, but once we get that done, I need to go into major resource gathering mode. I need a full shulker box of acacia wood. Not logs, wood. Which means we need a lot of acacia logs. But that's okay. We'll get there when we get there, right? Yeah.
Keep it real.
Building Gothic City, like and subscribe chat.
Raven, thank you so much for the dono. I appreciate it. You're building a Gothic city, or? I don't think this one here is super Gothic. Like, we don't really have the typical Gothic, like, arches and everything all over. But if you're working one, that's awesome. That's great. Okay. I'm going to try and not have Light Matic open it the entire time because I know it's a little confusing to look at if you're not used to it. So, but just bear with me as I get this part done. What's the fastest way to get mud? Destroy mangrove swamp. That's what I do. And we about to need to destroy an entire mangrove swamp soon too, because I got some plans, y'all. I was thinking it could be really fun to... So we're down at ground level right now. But I was thinking, which is usually where problems start, that it could be fun to tear out the entire base of the river and then bring that back in as mud. I've already dug down the river a little bit more than we had previously. So I've been working on digging a little bit. Big surprise, I know, for where I want things to go. So the river is all the way down here, but I think I want to take it down another 2 blocks or so in the middle and then have it start to shallow out as we get down this direction. And we are going to trim off this whole island here, so this is gonna be a bit more of a lake than a river, I guess. Okay, let's put you back. I'm trying to collect mostly stone here, just so that I can use it again if I need it. We're good in there. You're insane. Go for it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Donnie? Thank you so much for the tier 1. I appreciate that. Thank you. Putting my extras down here. I'm collecting all the coal ore because we need to use it to build. That's why I'm going full silk touch mode here. So, well, that's also a reason, I should say.
Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you too. Chappy Boats, thanks so much for the 2 months. I appreciate it. Okay, I've just put in for the schematic. I just did the floor out of grass for now, but I do want to turn most of it into like dirts and things. Because once we're underneath the cliffs here, like you can see how dark it is back there. That doesn't really make much sense without grass growing, in my opinion. So we're probably going to come back and change out a lot of that, but that's okay. And in here, we can... I'm trying to be smart about it so it's not just like full-on spider spawning central underneath. So we're doing the best we can. Let's take this whole level. That's the word I was going for. Level. Let's go here off all the way across, and then we'll do more of our fine tuning. I know you said many times Lightmatic is important as a streamer. Are there any other things you'd recommend for creating / editing content? Replay mod is huge. I think that's a very, very important tool to have. I'm pretty sure I can share this. I just can't share the download. But the developer of Axiom, which is an amazing mod, Mulberry, they're working on a additional mod to go with it called Flashback that is going to be a replay mod replacement, hopefully. I was like, there's no creeper around me. Jinxie heart. I went right to the chest piece though. I was ready, man.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, I think having some sort of way to grab third-person footage is massive. Just being able to change the camera angle away from being only what the player can see versus just a slight angle on something, it just adds a polish to videos that I think is not everybody's doing that. Well, actually, to be honest, most people are doing it now, but I think it's still pretty important and good to do. So I find that like replay mod is really good, and then anything that makes the performance of your game better, that's gonna be good for viewing content. We are working on clearing out this and flattening this entire space down past that beacon there so that we can turn this into some big massive cliff face, and then it's making space to build a harbor outside of the city. And all of the blocks that we're gathering here that we don't use, they're all going to go directly back into the custom terrain project. So all of these are, I'm saving everything. Everything that we get out of this, I'm making sure I save all of the blocks. Who was that? Justin, thanks so much for the gift membership. I saw the other one that came through earlier. If I didn't say thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And also HSO, thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate that. I'll go get my own snacky. A snacky? I love a good snacky. Hard to go wrong with a good Monday afternoon snack. As you can see here, we're gonna have a bridge. For those who are just popping in, for the sake of building more consistently, or just getting this all done, I am using Lightmatica, because this thing is just a little cheeky free cam. The cliff we're building goes from there all the way up to there, and I was starting to texture that, but I extended it to make it taller, so I need to redo it. But yeah, so that's the cliff that we're slowly working towards building, and it's not only making it buildable space down here, but it's also making more buildable space up above, which I'm very excited about. Now y'all can just see the blocks I'm gonna put in here. A lot of this grass is basically space where buildings will go, is how I'm thinking about it. But I'm kind of thinking as we pick some up, just because why not? We'd just be placing it back down here because it's gonna be going here eventually. I kind of stopped planning out the buildings like I was doing down there, so we have some of those ready to go. But then I was like, I want to focus on the cliff and get the cliff and everything in first. Like, I'm not even worrying about what's going next. Why are you not wearing a shirt? I am wearing a shirt, but that's cool. Yeah. I wish it was a vest. You think that'd be so cool? Just have like a little buttons here. I don't know, man. It could be cool. I'm not cool enough for that though. Somebody else could probably rock it. It's summertime, man. It's hot. It's hot out there. Also, I'm not saving wheat seeds. We have a wheat farm. One sec, folks. Let me try some. I gotta fix something here real quick for. As I mentioned, I was on the Spawn Chunks this morning, the podcast, and trying to send a file over to Joel so he can edit it, and it looks like it's being a bit of a pain in the butt. So give me a moment. I'm gonna try and get that going, and it. Okay, one sec. I gotta get a WinRAR file or a zip file uploaded for him, but that'll go on this. Yeah, Liz, I am. I was filling in for Johnny today. He's Pixarifs. He's out on vacation, so I was filling in. Hope you're doing well today, Liz. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just doing a lot of digging today, so we're chilling. Graphics look amazing. I know. Look at this. We can walk through it. Woo! All right, I'm gonna just say we go like 3 blocks out from this whole wall here. We just excavate back along here, clear out the space all the way through this cleared section, and then we kind of know that we just need to dig it all down and it'll be fine. I do really like that there's this cave in front of me. I like this. I like this cave right here a lot. How are you using Lightmatic in 1.21? I'm checking the page and there's no option. That is correct. But if you are in the Lightmatica Discord, the main developer of Lightmatica has said that they are done uploading the mod, which is big sad, or done updating the mod. But somebody in their community, who I can't remember the name of, did decide to update it, and they have a GitHub where you can download it. And outside of that, yeah, you just have to know how to work with GitHub to be able to download the thing. But you can find a download link. You can find a link to where to download it within their Discord. So it does work on 1.21. All of the mods within that suite that developer originally created, this new community member who's taken over, they updated all of them. So you can get those, and they do all work in 121, which is fantastic. Look at that. A little bit of cheeky stone that needs to go in there. Huh, don't mind if I do. Oh, sorry. That Windows sound was me. Let me see. What can I do with this? Let's see.
Pleased to meet you.
Okay. We're good. Arun plays. Thank you so much for the prime. Appreciate it. On the Light Matica Reddit as well. Okay, yeah. That's good. Do you have a favorite block in Minecraft? If I said the new tough blocks, would that be too much of a cop-out? Because I think it might be the new tough blocks. The new tough blocks are so good, y'all. They're so good. Okay, so we know that here down, all of this going out, we can just clear it all. What happened to the new SMP? What new SMP? SOS? SOS ended. There was a pretty
Pleased to meet you.
clear finale video that went out a while ago. 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks? 3 weeks ago. I want to say 3 weeks. Yeah, SOS ended, and I am not aware of any new SMPs that are popping up. There's the 30-day hardcore SMP, which is that chill live stream only one. And I'll be honest, I was just too busy. I have been so insanely busy with life that I have not been able to do much recording outside of my weekdays, which like was fine, you know. Darn, I'm stuck to Monday through Friday schedule.
Video with white smile, no smile.
Starry, thank you so much for the dono. I do appreciate it. Great video with the wife. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Glad you enjoyed it. I'm doing well. I'm doing well today. Thanks. Yeah, that was a really fun video to record. We were really, really happy about how much everybody enjoyed it. It was very, very kind of y'all. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know of any new SMPs that are in the works right now. I have not been contacted about anything, so as far as I know, we ain't got nothing coming. Who knows? Could be something one day. Any plans for the new armadillo? Maybe in the future when we get over to doing something in that region again. But as far as right now, I'm so into the build that I'm doing that to me, they just don't exist. Like, cool, I got some scute to make some wolf armor. Outside of that, we're just building. We're just doing some good old channeling our building with fWhip for the next while. That's the goal. We're just big build energy. Right? That's what that means, right? That's the saying. SMB talks makes me remember I need to contact Josh. Yeah, he's a good dude. He'll help you out. You know, there's a Light Matica mode in Bedrock. It's not called Light Matica, but there is a alternative that exists. I've heard it's not as good, but it does exist. So you can use that own risk. I'm not too sure what it is, but if you Google Light Matica Bedrock, you can probably find something. Janrietta, thank you so much for becoming a member and for the 10 gift memberships. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so very much. That's very kind of you. I can't word today. What's the blueprint thing called? It's called Light Matica. You can basically create a copy of a build that you've made. I don't want to log out and show you all the creative world right now because I have a time lapse going and I don't want to end it. But yeah, so you can log out. Or you can go into one world, design something, create a blueprint of that, and then take it into another world with you and move it around and position as you need. It's really, really cool for if you are like me. And I get, which is weird to say about like a Minecraft build, but I get anxious when I'm like trying to design something on the fly in survival. Like, I don't like it. I love building in this game, but the idea of designing something in survival on the fly, I feel like I'm just like, I'm not gonna do a good job. So I like to do things in creative first, so I can just easily change things in and out, test things around, and for me, it makes the building process so much more enjoyable. But yeah, My friends, if you're over on YouTube and you haven't already, please be sure to leave a like on the stream. Helps me out a ton. We got 1,000 people in here and we have 500 likes. So if you wouldn't mind being a super cool individual and click on a little like on the stream. One little thumbs up for your fWhipper. Good morning, welcome on in. What are you gonna use the stone you mine? We have the massive landscape project that we're slowly tackling, and by slowly tackling I mean it's slowly happening. That all of this stone is probably going to be going back into there to help kind of bring that to life. I do want to texture a lot of that as it's going. Like, I don't want to only be building that landscape out of stone, because I think if we can texture it, it'd be so cool. But that's also one of those things that I know, as I literally was just saying, building a creative. That's a project that I very much want to keep as much as I can into just survival building. We might take like a few of like the major points of interest, or I kind of want to do like a Mount Rainier style mountain in the back, which if you don't know Mount Rainier, it is a massive, and I mean massive mountain volcano in Washington where I live that I've stared at my entire life, and I would love to build like it's a mountain glacier, blah blah blah, whatever you want to say, volcano, all that stuff. And I thought it'd be cool to kind of take the ideas of that and build it as like the grand center back piece of, or the kind, probably the centerpiece of the landscape, if we can fit it. I'm almost thinking, I've seen a few people have changed some data packs around that increase your world height that you can build in. I'm like, that could be a good excuse. That could be a really cool excuse to say, you know what, we're gonna make the world height even bigger. I live near Rainier. It's a good one. It's a good one. Veterans of many mountain and cliff streams here. Welcome on in, Man of Fire. Mount Rainier is the biggest volcano in the U.S. Yeah, it's gorgeous. I think it's the tallest. I don't know about the biggest, because isn't technically like what's under Yellowstone, aren't those technically super volcanoes? But they're all like way underground. We're gonna carve back this, and once we can do this, then we know everything out to that side, as I mentioned before, is just stuff that we can break and get rid of. Yes, super volcano. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure I was watching one of those old Be Terrified of Natural Disasters videos, you know, that we all get into way late at night and then somehow fall asleep. What? But it was talking about how, like, if the volcanoes under Yellowstone were actually to explode, there would be so much ash and everything that almost all of North America would be covered, or just some sort of explosion from it. So I was like, that seems more dangerous than Mount Rainier. Not that Mount Rainier isn't also going to be very dangerous if it explodes. Okay. Here. Thank you. When you do another video with your wife, that's gonna very much be like a one-off. It's like, I really liked it because it was something where I was super busy and did not have time to record a video before leaving. And I was like, hey, idea here. What if? And she was like, yeah, sure, why not? I was like, yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we can turn off Lightmatica now, and we're going to take this as our next chunk to dig. We're getting there. Slowly. Slowly, slowly, slowly. That's supposed to be stone. Maybe I'll get her to join on a live stream or something, but we'll see. I don't want to pressure her into doing too much. Build a dragon in your end. I've always leaned towards doing space whales, which I know a lot of people do space whales, but they just like build an orca and call it a space whale. I'm like, Thinking like Purgle status space whale from Star Wars. But we'll see. Maybe a Christmas special with the pups one day. Dude, if we tried to get I'm just thinking it's like a live stream of trying to get the dogs to sit in here. Coda would just instantly be crying at the door like, let me out. Thank you. Once that fills up, we'll just start looping around, but we can also take some of these boxes off for the dirt. I was thinking we'd get a lot more stone than dirt, and it looks like we're getting fairly equal amounts. Can you give me advice on becoming a good YouTuber? It'd help me a lot. It'd be a huge morale boost. We kind of talked about it a little bit when the stream started today. So if you missed that, I would say go rewind and watch that. But general YouTube advice, the thing that I always tell people is if you're just getting started out and you don't love, honestly, actually, first one, if you want to become a YouTuber, you like the idea of becoming a YouTuber, commit to uploading videos regularly for 6 months. Don't buy any equipment. Go with whatever terrible laptop you have, whatever crappy microphone you have built in, or whatever it is like that. Like, don't spend any money on it, because then there's no regret if you stop doing it. But if you can manage for 6 months and you love what you're doing still, you enjoy editing the videos, you enjoy uploading videos, recording content, all that stuff, that is when you can start like thinking about what does it mean to actually like do this as a thing. Like, commit to it being a hobby for 6 months, see if you actually enjoy it. And if you do enjoy it, see what you can do to move it forward a little bit farther. And maybe if it just stays as a hobby forever, that's totally fine too. Nobody needs to be required as a YouTuber to always be like, I have to get 5 bajillion subscribers and 300 million views per video, otherwise this sucks. Like, that's very much the game that YouTube is trying to tell you need to play. But I think it's a very important thing to note that you need to be starting uploading videos because you want to upload videos. You want to share what you've created. You want to be creative and make things and all of that. Like, that's the important part. If you're doing it for money, you are going to 100% burn out. Granted, money can be an incentive, but it can't be the only reason. Like, obviously, I'm consistently doing YouTube still because it's my job. But it took me over a year to make $100 on YouTube. It took me like 18 months to make $100. So, yeah, like, now I'm very lucky to say that it pays my bills every single month. So if you're looking into doing the YouTube thing, all I gotta urge is say, do it because you love it. Do it because you want to make videos. Do it because you want to share creations and you want to be creative. Don't do it because you just don't want to get a different job or something like that. There's a lot of people that I've been hearing from recently say, I want to be a YouTuber because I don't want a real job. It's like, no, YouTube is still a real job. Like, it's very much a real job. You're running your own business. If anything, it's like all the people that say like YouTube's not a real job, you're just playing video games all day. They have never, ever been a YouTuber in their life who are saying that. Teaching my dog to play hardcore Minecraft would click. True. Fair. Understandable. Now, teaching my dog to beat Elden Ring. A goldfish has done it. I think a dog could do it. How'd you become friends with Scott? Scott joined the Legacy SMP, which I was running back in the day. After we invited Catherine and Jimmy, Scott knew them, and he reached out and said, hey, I'm looking for a new SMP to play on. Can I join? And they reached out to me and said, hey, this big YouTuber guy named Scott, dang, that's a long name, wants to join our server. Can you can you let him in? And I was like, yeah, let me talk to him. Like, let's jump on a call. And then he and I jumped on a call. He was a lovely dude, and he joined the server next week. With it being a job, if you upgrade your PC, can you claim that on the taxes? You can, 100%. Could I make videos without my computer? Sounds like essential equipment to me. For the tax perspective, I can claim my entire office space in my house as a business because I'm running a home business, and I need, like, there's a lot of things as a YouTuber, at least living in the US. Internationally, it's a little bit different, but living in the US tax laws are so, if you know how to read them, they can be very in favor of the taxpayer to save a lot of money, but it's also a system set up that doesn't explain that to you. So if you know how to read it, or like me, you can find a tax person who knows how to read it and help you out, you can save a lot of money. Started making my own videos and 100% have kept it in mind to only do it because I enjoy it. I thank you for that nugget of knowledge. Yeah, that was the only thing that kept me going for as long as I did when I started. I was uploading videos because I genuinely wanted to be playing a game where I could express myself in a creative way. And then I'm very happy to have developed a community around it of people who enjoy what I was creating. Like, I got very, very lucky. I am fully willing to acknowledge the amount of luck that I have to be in the position I'm at. I think YouTube is very much a thing that is, you can have a whole lot of skill, but there's still a certain amount of luck to be able to get picked up in the algorithm, whether it's educated luck or whether it's just random something in the algorithm that you never expected. Like, you can game the system only so far, but you can also get lucky. Like, I've definitely done my fair share of gaming the algorithm and everything to grow farther, but a lot of it also, I think, is good to acknowledge that sometimes I just shot in the dark and it landed. I didn't think it was going to go very well, and something went. Did I think my 1000 Days movie that's out right now was going to get nearly 20 million views on it? No. No part of me ever thought that I could upload a 4.5 hour video and it would be the most popular on my channel by far. So here we are. One sec. Let me send this on. Seems fun and easy on surface. They don't see all the time editing, marketing, outreach, equipment. Yeah, a lot of people who are new to the YouTube watching side, okay, younger audiences, they see you uploaded a 40-minute video and they're like, oh, okay, cool. Like, it took like maybe an hour, maybe 2 hours to do that. I can tell you that this next video I'm working on for episode 69, which is this one that we're digging out for right now, I have maybe 4 minutes of footage on it, and I have already put in close to 6 hours, and that's for 3 to 4 minutes of footage. Yeah. And that sometimes that's pretty good. That can be pretty good. In some cases, I'm okay with that number. My friends, if you're over on YouTube and you haven't left a like on the stream, I very much do appreciate it. We're still at 1,000 people, and we got 700 likes. We're getting up there. Aldabar, welcome on in. Hiya. Deserve more subs. We're getting there. I'm okay with the space we're in right now. It's definitely been a little bit of a slower year for sub growth for the channel. We've been getting like 7,000 subs a month, where last year about this time I was getting like 20 to 30,000 subs a month, but my views per month is still consistent. So I'm happy. I'm very happy with where I'm at. So I'm okay. I'm very much giving myself a mental shift, forcing a mental shift upon myself that my like growth and value of as a YouTuber is not based off of growing my subscriber count. I'm very much shifting towards I'm here doing things and I'm making videos, and I'm very lucky to be at the point I'm at. I mean, I've said that multiple times already, but To have the channel size that I do and everything like that, like, I'm just enjoying being here. I'm enjoying having this awesome community of y'all who want to come in here and hang and see what I'm up to, what I'm working on, and all those things. So I'm just in a phase of enjoying. Yeah, infinite growth is in impossible ways. Yeah, that's YouTube. All right, we're gonna sit down. Hopefully the AC isn't much louder. Standing for an hour, I'll take it. Okay. I bet I can do this entire YouTube journey on Mova to prove to everyone that it doesn't matter what equipment you have. If you have passion and you can do your hobby. Hey, if you do it in the right way, welcome to shorts content. A lot of people record shorts purely on their phone. Mr. Beast is nonstop growing though. Yeah, when you have the largest channel already, it's one of those things where I'm like, oh, boo-hoo, I'm only getting 7,000 subs a month. But if you were to tell me that 4 years ago when I had a total of 2,000 subs, like 5 years ago, I've been at this 8 years. 7 years ago when I had 1,000 subscribers, if I was getting 7,000 subs a month back then, I would be like, this is the best thing ever. Holy cow, I'm blowing up. Back then I was happy for 100 subs a month, 200 subs a month. Then you go to me now and that's a smaller number, but it's like, I guess economies of scale, I guess is the right way to think about it. You look at any like major company out there, like you look at a small startup and they're like, dude, we brought in 100 new customers this month. Woo, go us, new record. And then if you were to go to like Microsoft and they were like, we only brought in 100 customers this month, people would be fired. Like, can you imagine if Microsoft only had 100 customers for a month or 100 new users adopting on in a single month? Like, every single person that works in whatever team was trying to get new users, they'd be fired. But you got a small startup, they're popping champagne, celebrating about this massive growth they've had. So it's all just how you look at it. Your channel will grow forever grow if infants love it because infants keep getting born. Fair. Yeah, I mean, I try and make content that appeals to every age. I would say my content, a lot of it is very much geared towards a Minecrafter that knows the game. I mean, even Sid and I were talking about that when she came on for the video. Of like, I said in that video that I was like, yeah, I make Minecraft content for people who understand Minecraft. Like, I'm not doing tutorials like Pixelriffs is doing. Not that that's bad, but it's just not the type of content I enjoy making. I don't like making a tutorial video, which is why you don't see me do them anymore. I absolutely hate the process of recording tutorials. I don't think of myself as a great teacher, and actually, that's not true. I think I can be good at teaching. I don't enjoy the process of teaching. Or setting up things to be able to teach and explain things to people. Like, I'm just like, just follow along with what I'm doing. You can figure it out. Has that sparked a few arguments in my life? Sure. But yeah, it's what it is. So I don't like making tutorials. I don't like doing those things. I don't really like having to super explain what's going on. Like, I'll give simple explanations here and there, but I just like to be like, yeah, here's what I'm up to. Here's how I did it. Here's why I did it. Videos feel like you're making them for your high school self? High school me did not like this game. High school me was, you're not playing a 300 APM strategy game. What are you doing? That's not real gaming. High school me was trying to get into Grandmaster League in StarCraft 2. That's where I was at. And I almost did it. I didn't though. I didn't make it. I didn't make the cut. Top 100 went. I got 106th. Tastes change over time. Luckily, game supplies well. Yeah. No, I vividly remember sitting in a art class at high school, and one of my good friends was like, hey, have you heard about this new blocky game called Minecraft? And he pulled it up on his phone to show me some pictures of what he'd been building. And by the way, this was back when Minecraft had only the web version. So you could only build with, like, there were no tabs in the inventory. You could only build in the creative, in the, like, the world, and then when you closed your browser down, it would all get deleted. Like, there was nothing to save or anything like that. And I was like, dude, this game is so ugly. What are you doing? Like, why are you wasting your time on it? And he was like, no, it's fun. And then I was like, I ain't buying this. Back when it was $5. And he was like, no, just borrow my account for the weekend. See if you like it. I think I played like 20, 30 hours that first weekend. And then I was like, okay, I'll buy it. Now, I played on his account for a few months. Because as long as you weren't connecting to the same server, it was fine. And then, yeah. Eventually bought my own. Imagine if fWhip never decided to play Minecraft again. Where would we be now? Dude, I know. Dude, I don't know what I would be doing. Actually, I do. I was working in IT before this. I don't want to go back to that. That was so boring. Not for me, man. Not for me. In the stream a couple of days ago, you mentioned you might do a stream week. Are you still considering this? Yeah, I don't think it'll be this week, but we've just got a few things coming up. I'm hoping maybe next week or the week after. July seems to be pretty chill for us schedule-wise right now. So, knowing how our schedule's been recently, that's probably going to change. There's going to be everything ever happening. But, yeah, my hope is to do a stream week, which is going to be most likely... I want to do a stream week in the form of I'm going to stream every day. I'm not going to stream all day every day, but I'm going to be live for like 2 to 3 hours each day. And we'll just kind of keep working on whatever's going on, whether that's working on the terrain project, whether we jump into creative mode and start planning out a few more of the city houses down here, whatever that might be. That's my goal of the stream week, is just to kind of hang and stream every day and just see how it goes. I've noticed a lot of people said that they have been doing that recently. I've had a lot of friends that have been doing it, and they're just like working on their Minecraft projects that they would anyways, and just kind of planning things and just kind of showing everything. Oh, we have full inventory. So I thought that could be kind of fun. How'd you meet the other Minecraft YouTuber friends? Just in weird happenstance ways throughout the entire time. Like, I met Sausage randomly because we both enjoyed playing with the Minecraft Conquest mod back in the day, and we were both YouTubers. Well, kind of. Neither of us even had 1,000 subscribers, but we got connected just through other people in that community saying, hey, you should talk to this person. They make videos with this mod. And so the two of us got talking, and Sausage and I have known each other forever in YouTube length. And then, yeah, from there it was just kind of random little series that I got invited to, is how I met different people. Or I had a series and I would just randomly be like, hey, Jem, do you want to join? Like, I'd kind of known her before from a smaller series that we had done, and she was like, yeah, I'll join. I'm not doing anything. And then, like, that's how those go. And then just getting invited to different things. The content creator community is very small once you get into it. Like, once you actually get into the point of meeting some creators, you realize that most creators are connected to everybody else in some way, loose shape or form, or have either had a conversation with them in the past or something like that. Like, whether you're still connected with that person is a different story, but like, usually there's a point of connection that you can find. Okay, so everything, let's finish taking this backside down, and then we can just churn away this whole land. Any tips how to build fantasy Elven style village? I feel like Elven's one of those ones that I don't really understand. Like, I feel like it was all the rage a few years ago with those big, like, pointy, elongated roofs, but I just never really liked the look of that. I didn't do too much of them. But elves are very much about grand, open air. At least if you're going Lord of the Rings elves. It depends on what elven style you're going for. So once you can figure that down, then you can look up different artwork for it. But I always feel like very in tune with nature, very open air, very welcoming. And like just welcoming, but like still like weirdly cold, if that makes sense. Like they're not, but also like really lavish. Okay, now we just need to take this block out. Elves? No. Goblins? Yes. Exactly. One day we're gonna do some more fantasy build styles in this world. I don't know when that day will be, but I think it could be fun. I would like to keep going on the current projects we have, because we have so many that I feel like they just need to get the time of day to be finished. Like the city here, the custom terrain project needs to move forward. New papyrus needs to move forward. And if I could like finish all of those to points where they're just like really, really fancy, you'll see in the next hardcore episode, not the one coming out this week, but the one I'm working on for next week, episode 69. You'll see the new plan for Path and how I want to grow that. And I think that could be one that if we can get it to a point where like we fill out all those things and all those spaces, like that would be really cool. And that'd be a good point to like move on to other projects and probably really focus on Papyrus for a while. Do you think Emperor's server will still continue? I wouldn't hold your breath on it, to be honest. I know there's a lot of love for the Empire server and what we were creating over there, but we very much appreciate how much the fans supported everything we're doing, but we're very much, as the people making the series, on the side of if we were to bring it back, we couldn't do something better than what we've already done, so we don't want to bring it back. It's the same you seeing in like modern television and everything like that. Like every single time Star Wars comes out with a new season or something, the fans are like, this is worse than the last one. What are they doing? So yeah, we would prefer to end it on a high than beat it into something that nobody wants to see anymore. Keep the positive memories alive, you know? I'm a big believer in not every television show, not every movie, not every franchise needs to constantly have new things. I think just letting them sit in their like in their stage and their finality, I think that can be really good. That can leave a more positive impact than if you kept going on it. I got a guava kombucha over here. Pretty good. We're almost to the gatehouse. We're almost to the back gatehouse. I'm over here being like, I don't want to spoil this. People aren't gonna want to watch the video if I spoil it. I'm like, no, we literally designed all this on a stream together. Like all of this was designed originally on stream, so I'm like, who cares? We're just going for it. Were you on the Yes Menu where it was Life series, but with Origins added? Trying to remember the name of the series. Afterlife? New Life? I was on those. I was on X Life, New Life, and Afterlife. So I'm assuming you're talking about that. The ones that Scott was running? If yes, then yes, I was there. We're doing it. doing it, Mr. Krabs. That'll just turn there and be great. We need to come back to the outside and break up all this so we can get the harbor walls in. Expand the river a good amount, but we'll do that later. When are you going to update the map from episode 3 Castle? I update those with every world download. So we are on episode 69 right now. New world download will be out for members come episode 70. So we're almost there. It's almost new world download time, which is pretty crazy to think about. How's your day going? It's going pretty good. It's been a pretty chill Monday so far. We're good in there. Also, if I missed this, Jordan, thank you so much for the 7 months. You're stuck with me for another 7 months. Love and respect. Hey, I really appreciate that. Lalika, thank you so much for the 11 months. I have a fWhip hardcore movie playlist. I don't know how many times I've watched them. It really helps me when I need a new goal or watching again. Hey, thank you so much for the support. Thank you. Crispy Dorito, thank you so much for the 10 months as well. Like the Monday streams, then like the stream. Enough said. Doggos are good, by the way. Thank you so much. Doggos are doing good. And Jinxie, if I missed you earlier, I'm so sorry if I did, but thank you for the 5 months. Sorry if I was in block breaking mode over here, y'all. I've been missing everything. What'd you eat for breakfast? I am so bad about eating breakfast. I feel really gross if I eat a lot of food in the morning. Like my body just does not like eating a whole lot of food. So I literally just do like a 200 calorie power bar. And then I'm set till lunch. And if I work out, I might have like a yogurt or something afterwards. Or a banana. Like that's it. That's all I go for in the morning.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, map was last updated for episode 60, and I'm trying to be pretty consistent with keeping that going every 10 episodes. Let's go up until here. I probably am just gonna come back in later with a different schematic to get this gatehouse in here because I need to finish texturing and like changing a few things up on it. So we'll just leave it as is for now, and we can just dig around it. Not that I'm gonna build it before anyways, so it's fine. Easy. RK Knight with the 19 months. Gotta go. Thanks for the stream. Got me through the last of my workday. Hey, you have a lovely evening, all right? Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, we're using Lightmatica. Just using it to help out with making this project not something that is terrible. Because I think what I would do if I wasn't doing it was just clear flat walls going all the way back and then build it all out of stone and then build it all, like texture everything. And I think this way we get a much more polished look. Almost at 1K likes. Dude, we're getting there. Slowly. Slowly but surely. So that is 10, 11 and a half shulkers of stone so far. Have you ever played D&D? I have not. I've never been super into role-playing. I think like the game mechanics aspect of D&D, I'm super down for. Heroic pixels. It is light out, sir. Thank you for the biddies. I appreciate it. But yeah, I think the roleplay aspect of D&D to me is a little too much. I don't like being in character too much. Hence, most of my Empire's characters or whatever always just like very much me. I'm not trying to do anything crazy. So, yeah, I feel like I would be very down with like the mechanical aspects of D&D, but not so much like that side of it, like the role playing. But who knows? One day will you die to a creeper again because you'll think it was the sound bits. That'd be sad. But could be. You never know. I did have somebody who had the stream open last night. Whoever you were, I didn't check. I couldn't see the chat to see who did it. But somebody, because I was recording last night, just while I was watching the movie, I was getting like a little montage clip. So I had just like recording in the background. So I had OBS open. And somebody checked the stream and saw that the stream alerts thing was live because my OBS was open, so the web source was active. And they just played 3 creeper sounds on me. Like a few minutes apart, each of them. I jumped so hard because I was not even thinking about it. I was just like mining out that section over there and just like, bah! I was like, whoever you are, you got me good last night. I'll give you that much. That's all you get. I did take a screenshot of my stats before I did this, like before I started mining here, so we can see how many materials we pick up, which will be kind of fun. Sorry. Does he play Elden Ring? I want to get back into it. I was going to finish. I've been playing through Cyberpunk 2077, so I'm wanting to finish that before I pick up any new RPG games. But then I have been also getting back into retail World of Warcraft recently. So I might be pushing off Elden Ring even further. I really do want to play it. I was chatting with a friend about potentially doing like a co-op Elden Ring run, like getting the mod installed and playing that together, because I thought that could be cool. So, who knows? I own Elden Ring. I have like 100 hours into it. I just haven't played it since the DLC came out. Rain and thunderstorms. Thank you so much for the dono. I'll let it read out and then I'll answer you because I don't want to be mid-sentence and cut in there. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. We'll go get new tools in a minute too. Nope, maybe.
Pleased to meet
there.
you.
No, not that one. Sapphire, Forbes, thank you so much for the 16 months. You don't have to roleplay in D&D. You just play a character that doesn't interact with NPCs and be effective in combat and with those skill checks as well. Oh, good to know. Yeah, who knows? Maybe one day. I also don't have too many friends that are interested in it that live near me, so who knows?
When you're using Lightomatica, what do the different colors mean?
So the bluey purpley one, like that right over there, purpley, that means that that's basically an air block normally. So that's not something that's important. Like it's not in the schematic, but it's also not taking up the space of something in the schematic. But then you see like the red I'll show you when we get over there. When something has a red tone over it, that means it's misplaced. Like something else should be in there instead. And if it has a yellow around it, it means it's the right block, but the wrong block state. So you think like a stair that's facing the wrong direction. So it's fairly easy to follow along with after you get in there. How often do you use Lightmatica? If I'm doing bigger builds, I'm using it. That's, yeah. It's again what we were talking about earlier. It helps my brain a lot with being a creator by, if I have to be thinking about an idea that I'm trying to make, and then also at the same time thinking about how to describe the idea, I fumble over my words so much, and it's not good content, and it's not great. I don't enjoy it, and that's the most important part, to be honest, is I don't enjoy the process of that. So for me, if I'm doing a larger build, I like to have it figured out before I'm recording what I want to say, and then I'm taking notes the entire time that I'm like building the thing or whatever, and then I'm usually just repeating those notes about my thought process during it for the clips and the voiceovers and everything, as like I'm doing a montage building something or whatever you want to say like that. Like I'll just kind of read through the notes and make it into something more English sounding than it was in note form. So yeah, I tend to use Lightmatica a fair amount, but I find that it helps me be a better creator because it helps me more clearly think through the ideas of what I want to have and how I want to do things, and it lets me focus on making fun content instead of trying to think about what I need to do to get the thing done. I just get confused. This helps. That's the red, by the way. Rain and thunderstorms. If I know I said I was going to show an example. That's the red. That basically means that doesn't need to be there. That means that's blocking something that needs to be there instead of it. Would you ever be a guest on the Inman Says podcast? Yeah, if they invited me on, I'd love to join. We have been digging for an hour and a half. I make a video about a game that isn't really known. 70 players online currently. How do I grow my audience? You have to learn how to market it to somebody else. I'll be honest. Sometimes when there's small games like that, that just means could be little to no growth opportunity. Or whoever the developer of the game is, it's on them to grow their game audience, and then you'd grow on part of it. But yeah, if there's only 70 players playing a video game that you're making content off of, like you're either looking for people who used to be fans of the game that would enjoy watching gameplay from the game, or you're trying to get fans of the game currently, or you're trying to get fans of the game genre. So if it's like a first-person shooter or something, then comparing it to popular first-person shooters and maybe saying why the one you play is better or stuff like that could be better, or that could help. But as far as like, if you're playing a dead game, trying to get people to watch a dead game in modern gaming culture, just full honesty, that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, that's a losing battle right there. Sometimes you gotta, again, go back to what we were talking about earlier, of sometimes when you make something or you're making videos, you gotta make the video for you, not because you want other people to watch. Imagine that if you either get good at advertising the game or accept that those so many people are going to become your friends. Yeah. Unless you revive the game. Yeah, but if you're a small channel, good luck in doing that. You need to have momentum to revive games. You need to already have an audience of people who are going to jump in. I mean, that's like saying like somebody like Asmongold who can just turn on any video game and instantly there will be like 50-60,000 people playing that game. Like, he could revive a game. Me, I probably don't even have the audience to revive a game. Like, I could get a small community of people playing a game, but I couldn't revive a whole game. Please don't leave Minecraft for Fortnite. Have I ever said that I was going to? Dude, I've never played a Fortnite game in my life. I played Lego Fortnite for a week or two back when that released, but outside that, I've never done a Fortnite. Okay, May. Okay, May. All right, May. Thank you for the bits. Watching you toggle Lightmatica on and off feels like Minecraft schizophrenia update. Oh no. I'm trying to leave it off because I know it's cumbersome and a lot of people don't enjoy looking at it, but also at the same time I need the information from it, so sorry, I gotta pop it on here and there just to see all of it, so hopefully it isn't too bad for viewing experience. This stream, you know, I just got my AC running, we got Lightmatica going. Wait, we're not playing Fortnite right now? Oh, I know. I'm sorry, Eggs. You have to leave if you want your Fortnite. Okie dokie. There goes all of that. And then we just need to keep... Dude, we got so much left to go. We gotta move the beacon soon, too, I think. Maybe. We might need to leapfrog that beacon down here. Dire Kestrel, thank you so much for the 100 biddies. Thought I missed a stream. Glad to catch you. Welcome on in, my friend. Good to have you. Does Lightmatica cost anything? I'm thinking about getting it. Nope, it's free. Fortnite was a zombie survival game originally? I didn't even know that. Sorry. Okay, where is a line that I can just like go back here? I mean, create like a big... We're gonna just like take this over here and then back. This can be a decent amount that we can clear all the way down and not have to worry about. That's actually not that much. Sure, whatever. More to clear before we do any major removal. Or delicate removal. Hurricane setting us soon. Oh, be safe. Be safe. Ah, the beacon buff. No. Let's go drop our stuff off, get another ingot, and flip-flop that. Nope, we're not going to flip-flop that one over yet, because we need to mine out all that. We'll mine as much as we can, and then we'll come back and mine these other things. I don't want to lose privileges, so no gas maybe if it goes in. I forgot I was putting gravel in here. Let's take that out. Put gravel in here. We'll clear as much as we can before we lose beacon boof. Hey, fWhip, you should go to the beacon, to the nether. Yeah, let's go. We got stuff to do in the nether, obviously. That's where we need to dig. I do. Unfortunately, need like 2 shulker boxes of basalt. So I do need to go back into the nether for some basalt. I still think the worst part is going to be the acacia logs, though. Messing my own rule up, man. At least we can instant mine all of this, so that makes it easier. This is gonna look so freaking cool when it's done. Even just without any of the city buildings in, I'm already like so excited for what it's gonna look like. Just if we can get the boardwalk in, we can get that flat region in. Oh, it's gonna be so cool. Streamlabs or OBS? I'm using Streamlabs right now for... I stream with Streamlabs, I record with OBS because I do not like the random chance that I could click go live instead of click record. Not that there's anything to hide or anything, but like that's just I just like, for me being in my own like recording state, like I'm just like full on just like, and I don't want to be live during that. Like I don't want to accidentally look over and be like, oh, I've been live for an hour without realizing it. Like that's just, nah. That's one of the big fears of this job. Of I never want to have that happen to me. When will the harbor video be out? Probably next week. That would be the goal. It depends on how long it takes to actually build and get all the materials. So we might, as much as I said next week or the week after might be stream week, it might just be this week because I have so many materials I need to be gathering and everything that it's a good time to just be streaming and shopping stuff. Because I've got a few shulker boxes of so many different materials that I need to throw together that who knows. All of this says you might see me live tomorrow. We'll see if it happens, but you might see me live tomorrow, depending if I bother doing any of that grind later today or not. All right, we have no beacon buff here. It is a bit of a problem. That's okay. So I think I missed this one. Orosama, thank you so much for the 2 years. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you're still in here, I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Where do I get buff back? A buff, a beacon. Beacon. We're literally just outside of it. That's so sad. So sad. What are we gonna do? How much time do you spend working daily? It depends on the week, but I definitely I would say my daily work varies just based off of other things going on in life around me or whatever it might be like that. But I would say I probably work about 50 to 60 hours a week if I had to guess. And like, because I think it's fair to include the time that you're spending like on YouTube replying to comments or checking stats and all that type of stuff as good or bad as it is to be doing that. Like it's still very much work, whether it's good for the mental health or not, who knows. But it's very much a part of work, so I count that. So I'd say I'm probably in the 50 to 60 hour average for a week. So it's a lot, but it's not awful. It's not like I'm... It's definitely long weeks, but it's, yeah, like it's not the worst ever. Why is the stone red? We're using Lightmatica, which is a mod that helps with a blueprint. So you can see when I'm breaking them, it's giving a like a transparent version of a different block. And that basically, the red signifies that something else should be here. This magenta-y, purple-y thing over here symbolizes that it should be air blocks. So we just need to get rid of it. I can't wait for all the Lightmatica haters to come out in the comments on this next video. Oh, they're all going to be like, you're using that? This whole build you did is invalid. I'm going to be like, okay, thanks. It's easier being a self-confessed workaholic that your job is your passion. Yeah. It's being YouTube is a job that is very, very easy to overwork yourself. Not only do I love what I'm doing, but there also is a clear benefit as a content creator that if you are putting in more hours to what you are creating, you will most likely receive a benefit. Whether that's you're a full-time streamer and the more hours you stream, the more you're going to get paid. That's part of streaming. You have to be live to make money. If you are a full-time content creator like myself, like the more videos you can produce, the more revenue you're going to earn. So there's that. Like there's YouTube has created a space where it is very easy to work to burnout, and it unfortunately rewards that. YouTube is, the algorithm rewards people working so hard that they hate what they do. So it took me quite a few years to learn a balance that's good for me, that is sustainable, and still has benefits coming from it. Like when I first went full-time on YouTube, I was working close to like 80, 90-hour weeks. It was not good, but I was doing it. Okay, we're going to pause this for a momento, and we're just going to set up a third beacon.
Pleased to meet you.
M plus R will hide the schematic. So hold your M key and press R. Daddy Ling left. Thank you so much for the 11 months. I'm just days away from a year. That's crazy. Look at you. Thank you so much for the support, my dude. Do you have any editing softwares you'd recommend? I use Adobe Premiere. But I will always say that if you are not actively making money on YouTube, you probably should not get Adobe Premiere. If you're not actively making money on YouTube, paying for a subscription is a bad idea, because then you're only losing money. So if you're new to YouTube, I would recommend DaVinci Resolve. It is by Blackmagic Studios. Blackmagic Productions, something like that. And they have a free software for individuals. It is the same software as their corporate version, their professional one, but you can get the individual license for free. And that is going to be the best option you can get right now. It's so similar. There's so many videos on YouTube that are starting to get people diving into how much better it is or different it is to Adobe Premiere and like how to use it. So I would highly recommend something like that. You can always go with like Vegas or something. That's a one-off payment, but I personally think Vegas is behind the times compared to everything else. At least for how I use an editing software. I use DaVinci and it's amazing. You get so many tools for free. Yeah, I think that is the best intro YouTuber editing software out there. If I was starting over again, I would have used that. I used Sony Vegas because that was something I could get for relatively cheap and didn't have a monthly cost. And then as soon as I kind of felt I couldn't do much else in there, and I had started making income off of YouTube, I bought Adobe Premiere because DaVinci Resolve didn't exist yet. So yeah, I use Epidemic Sounds for all the music and everything. Epidemic Sounds for music and sound effects. Sorry, that was flashbang with a schematic to the face. There are some sound effects that I've gotten just from like playing random video games that I pull, because a lot of video game sounds, basically everything that's not from Nintendo, you're pretty free to use in your videos. If it's from Nintendo, use at own risk. I thought for fun a while ago I would use the Mario Kart starting burr, burr, burr sound in a video, and I got copyright striked by Nintendo of America. So yeah, Nintendo does not want anybody using their stuff online, which is insane because not many people make content off of Nintendo video games, like as far as content creators go, because Nintendo copyright strikes everything. So I've seen so many people like streaming Breath of the Wild or something like that, and then they get a DMCA strike just for playing the video game. It's like, Nintendo, why? Having streamers play your game on stream is so much free publicity. Why would you stop them from doing that? You watch any soccer? I've very loosely been following the cups going on right now. Mostly when I've been hanging out with one of my buddies. He's really into it. So if I've been hanging out with him and there's been a game on, he's watching the game. So I've been watching with him. But yeah, not anything insane. Dire Kestrel, thank you for the 18 months. Is there going to be a video this week or is it only streamed? Yes, there'll be a video on Thursday. We are back in the Cartographer Village, finishing that up. So 1.21 Minecraft Village Transformation and Hardcore Survival. Something like that'll probably be the title. Let's see a village transformation. Still working the good old Minecraft YouTubes. Yeah, new videos Thursday. I'm done recording it, and Marcos has put in on some final finishing touches on edits. I think it's going to be one that I'm going to need to shorten a little bit. I'm trying different recording styles so I can get more like natural, just like talking clips as things are going, but it's kind of leaning towards some really lengthy videos. So I've been struggling with trying to condense that without really losing too much of it, because I don't want to be, I don't like constantly posting like 40-minute videos, 50-minute videos or whatever. I would love to be in like the mid 30s. I think that's my goal for a sweet spot for a video length, and so we're just trying to find a new rhythm, I guess, to be able to hit that. Okay, we got in there. So So this is kind of just an extension of the road going out past the gatehouse that doesn't really do anything right now. Like, it doesn't really go anywhere, but I know that I want it here eventually. Like, it's gonna probably lead up to whatever lake or something we dig out here. By the way, we're probably turning that into the lake, I know. Yeah, I'm aware. Stupid idea. Why is that there? And then these are open. Oh, had I just not done anything on this yet? I guess. Huh. We'll just tear this out and then we'll figure out how it's going to look later. Welcome on in, Hades. How you doing? New gate. Yeah, so we have this here. We're going to probably have a gate on a bridge going over there, and then we're going to also have a gate down there. That's just kind of outer city gates to protect at least like what's coming into the city, like the harbor region, because it's going to be outside the walls. I thought it'd be kind of fun to have like its own gatehouse system down there. We're out of grass storage. Oh no! It means we got 1, 2, 3. We got 3 shulkers of grass, which is good. Now we just need to oh no, we didn't resume. Poop. Summer calculus class. That sounds like exactly what I don't want to be doing in the summer. I'm sorry. That sucks. I'm sure people in the comments were like, fWhip, you haven't resumed yet. Hey, you haven't resumed. You gotta resume. I was like, I gotta what? Okay, there we are, all the way to the end. And for now, it's just going to kind of creep back up to there, and we'll figure out. It's probably going to raise up another cliff, to be honest, because I think it would be kind of cool. On the last stretch, y'all. I thought for sure this is gonna take like 3 hours. We're actually making pretty good time here. I do need to sleep though. I left my bed. Will your harbor have a customs house? Would be typically in most ports when we make it official and fancy. We'll probably have something similar. I haven't designed anything yet to be specifically a customs house, but I do like that idea. We got, as you can see here, a lot of buildings. Like there's gonna be a lot of like harbors and there's gonna be a lot of harbors in the harbor. Storage rooms, like places where goods can come through. So I think having that and then like a customs house attached to it could be kind of a fun vibe. That's for sure getting taken out of there. I kind of left this end a little unfinished in terms of like where the cliff end goes, but that's okay. We'll figure that out. I want to take this, like, it's all gonna get clear cut out here most likely, so it's fine.
Pleased to meet you.
Like all of this hill is gonna go. Oh, we're probably not gonna tear out all this today, but I'll at least get it down a little bit. But yeah, my plan is, because we have this, the river kind of is gonna come back and end here, and then I thought we could take where we have that, and then we have that lake in there, just carving all this out and turning it into like a larger lake. I thought it could be kind of cool as like the origin point for the river. So that's the end goal there. Random floaty blocks have to go. I have to get rid of them. About 3 hours normally stream for us getting close to that now. No, we've only been live for an hour and 50 minutes. We got some time. We got some good time still. We're all set. You know what though? I'm realizing now that I can't actually tear back those cliffs because I did not texture them. So I don't know what I would be building back there yet. I'll look into that later. We'll tear out all the purple for now and leave that back section. Great stream, fWhip. Gotta go. Have a good day. Hey, official butter. Thanks so much for being here. You have a good one, all right? Maybe I did want this to come up. I can't remember. I don't know. We'll leave that for sure. Why not? It's okay. I'm dealing with summer class stress by buying too many houseplants. 10 out of 10 would recommend. I just bought a new plant yesterday too. Not a houseplant. It's going in the yard. But same idea. Big vouch. More plants. Good vibes. It's the cleaner oxygen you get from having all the plants around. They help reduce the stress. And also plants are pretty, so they're nice to look at. I got this really cool like purple plant. Like a purple flowers on it. I'm very excited about. Also got some fertilizer for the garden because our garden has not been looking great for all the veggies growing. They just haven't been taken off that much this summer yet, so I got some more, and I got some more stuff to be able to help with those, and I'm excited for it. Great break from my own Minecraft World chill streams. Yeah, we're just got a big old dig today. Little Dingo, thank you so much for the 4 months. Happy 4 months, Mr. Footmans. Hope you're doing well, and thank you for the content on YouTube. Helps me sleep at night. Hey, I'm glad you're enjoying everything so much. Thank you so much for the support. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, I think back here is I just kind of left it carved out, so we'll break what needs to be broken for now, and then
Pleased to meet you.
I think yeah, this looks like just a terraforming brush stroke there. That doesn't look like how I'd shape something after I come in and tweak it and smooth and everything like that. 1K likes, we did it! We did it! And Beatrice with the 11 months. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. 11 months. So close to the big tree. You're almost there. We're gonna have to dig out the harbor a little bit more too, which I'm not really looking forward to. But we have the beacon set up, so maybe it won't be the end of the world. But we are starting to run out of storage. Yeah, because this is... Alright, well, that's everything cleared out for the cliffs. Now I just need to... build a cliff along there. That's... Yep, that's an easy... Just simple. Just cliff goes... Woo! We'll get there, we'll get there. We did it. What do we do now? What, you start building now? Dude, I don't have any of the materials. You want to see my material list? This is my material list currently. We can get, honestly, we can just get rid of all the concrete, so I'm not using any of those. Actually, I am using some of those. This is everything. We can get rid of the red sandstone. What else do we need out of here? Wool we can get rid of. Path blocks I actually am using. Oh, that's for the... I know what that's for. That's for the gatehouse. There's a lot of things out here that we can get rid of. This is also in Lightmatica, by the way. For those who are like, where the heck did this list come from? This is in Lightmatica for the schematic. You can see what blocks you need and what's missing. Super helpful. 3,515 sand. Oh, that must be the riverbed. It's like, what the heck? Yeah, so that's everything I need right there. So we need 6,000 grass blocks, which is 5 shulker boxes. We almost got that. We need over a shulker box of basalt. We need about a shulker box of acacia wood. We need about a shulker box of dirt. Stone we have. Light gray wool, easy. I should have that over at the big sheep farm. Andesite should have. Packed mud, I think I have. Spruce we're gonna need to gather. Mud bricks, probably gonna need more mud for that. Light gray concrete powder I need to make. Cobblestone and all those. Those are, yeah, so down in here is where these are all the things that we're gonna need to start really gathering. We need 2 stacks of spruce trapdoor, or not, 4 stacks of spruce trapdoors.
Pleased to meet you.
And a lot of these are going to go up in count too, because a lot of that concrete up there needs to be changed out for other blocks. And I still need to design the top of those towers, which is just going to be that same tower top. Just going to copy it over there and raise it up a few more. Burp draws with the 16 months. Thank you so much. Oh no, Lightmatica, and everybody will be committed. Will know how committed he is to getting quality videos out quicker. Exactly. They're all going to be freaking out. Like, what do you mean? How far down do we take this? So we need to clear this down to here. Unfortunate. Do we do another conduit down there? I'm thinking we do. Okay. Let's start on clearing underneath. Let's go get a few more shulkers. Wow, that is a lot of them. Boys. If you want the seeds, you can just have them. That's the reason my messages aren't showing. Your message is showing on stream. A bad omen bottle right there. Put that right there. Put that right there. Actually, I'll take it back with me. I'll put it in storage right now. Oh, don't worry about it. We'll do it. I want to know, how do you get your build design ideas? Life around me, to be honest. Whether it's looking at other video games that I'm playing, whether it's looking at art around me or different. Dude, we went through 5 tools. Like, video game concept art is huge. Video games that I'm playing, just exploring those worlds. Movies that I'm looking at. Descriptions of things in books are big. Looking at buildings in real life around me, whether I'm traveling and seeing new places, or like a lot of the stuff for like trees and things that I'm building is just from looking at trees outside when I'm walking around, like taking the dogs on a walk in the woods or something like that. Okay, so we can grab a Heart of the Sea, grab ourselves 8 Nautilus shells, make new Conduit. I think we need more than a stack. I can't remember. How much do you need? Maybe a stack is good. We'll bring that just in case. Oh, sorry. Most Monday streams we do later in the day. Now you're all good. Yeah, Monday streams typically happen a little later in the day, which is right now. I don't enjoy the process of building a conduit. There's so many blocks that you place and then you need to break, and then you need to slide them over and place them again. Like, even the fact of like placing the conduit in the middle, you have to do that and then break the thing and then go again. Like, it's not a fun process, you know? Like, that's not fun to make that. It looks, and they look so bad after you make them. Like, let me see the Heart of the Sea. Don't hide it behind all these blocks. Mace is useless and not a practical weapon for combat. Yeah, I think the community raged so hard about how OP the mace was that turned around into the mace got nerfed so badly that nobody really uses it anymore. So it was something that was going to be competitive, and then it got turned into something that people were like, oh no, what if thing actually do thing? We can't have thing do thing. It'd be so bad if the thing did things. You mean there's an alternative to a sword or an axe to fight people? No, terrible. Thought you needed the corners for the last level? I don't think so. I think what we have here is the max level. I could be wrong on that. If you need to fill in the full thing, then that's even worse. Let's hope not. I still like the mace. It's fun to use. No, I think the mace is like a very fun way to... Okay, so it's coming out to here. And we just need to... Let me just set this line into here. We're basically just gonna... Oh, we don't have a... Oh, we don't have beacon boof. No beacon buff. What am I gonna do? How sad. Alright, so we have a little bit of space between the conduits before the next one will pick up, but that's okay. That'll be fine. I mean, a little pain to get the stone out of there, but we'll manage. I can set up another beacon, but I don't really want to have 4 beacons set up. So that just seems like a... Oh, geez. I don't even need to be back there. Dang it. I don't even need to be mining this. Sorry, I know with Lightmatica it's even worse underwater, so I do apologize. And that wasn't even supposed to be mined. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Oh well, I'm gonna want to have it mined out anyways later, so we're just gonna start dredging. Because I could have sworn that I dug it out more, but I guess not. Maybe I didn't. Let's see. Can I go? We'll be down. Like, what is this supposed to be? You're supposed to be sand. Okay, so. Oh, I totally borked this. That's fine. So that's supposed to be where it comes out there, then it comes out another block, and then it comes out to... So all of these are fine. So we actually don't need to dig this out. Maybe this needs to go down? What am I doing here? Okay, so we actually don't need to dig much at all. But here we need to dig. And I think for this, in the essence of time, I literally had just sent it like a single block. It's all good. How to get each project idea? Like, do you plan them in advance? How do you know what to do next? I have a general plan for where I want to take this world over time, so I'm just kind of building up that, but usually I usually have my big projects that I'm working up towards, and then if there's any technical builds that I'm doing on the side, it's usually to lend towards making the big project happen, which is one thing I try to make sure I'm not building useless things in this world or wasting my time. So everything that I'm building is very much with the goal of producing a material or being something that supports like a narrative that I'm telling. And I'm very much, I've said it a few times that I'm like, I want to create a medieval fantasy world. So a lot of what you'll see me doing is like working towards that goal of building up different civilizations that are all going to be existing, and then we talk about how those exist together and all that stuff. So we don't want single layer, we want all. So once you get like kind of a build theme you're going for, it makes building a lot easier. Like that is for sure one thing I've learned, is that if you can have a theme that you're working towards, a lot of the decisions of how you get there, they're kind of done by having a theme. And when I'm trying to build up a medieval fantasy world, that means that I want to build a bunch of different villages. I want to build a bunch of towns. I want to build a bunch of landmarks to go and explore around to. And so all that stuff just kind of adds towards together. Our doggies, they're good. They're suffering a little bit in the heat, but they're hanging. They're being good dogs. Yeah, this we need to tear out a lot more. What did you do next if you fell into the void and your hardcore world came to an end? My plan is if/when this world comes to an end, I want to do a medium biomes playthrough, which I know is not a typical thing in Minecraft, but there are data packs that people have made where you can adjust the scaling of how biomes are generate in your world. And so I want to find a really cool Minecraft seed that has all the biomes relatively close. Not like insanely close. But close enough to where we can kind of build and just have fun with all of it. And then I want to do that. I want to do like I was thinking about doing large biomes, but I think large biomes is still just a little too large for me personally. So yeah, I think whenever we get to like Sausage started now. No, Sausage started a regular world. I don't want everything as close as what Sausage has. Like, I understand why he wants to do it, just for simplicity's sake and everything, but I like the regions of my world being pretty spread out, and like along longer pathways and everything, and like reasons to go and explore down roads and then build things along the roads. And I don't like being in one biome and seeing, like, if I was here building this really massive medieval city and right over there I saw a mesa, I'd be kind of like, not my favorite. So I like to have my world spread out, if that makes sense. This part's gonna be such a pain when it comes to building everything in here. Not looking forward to that. This will probably be the last stage. Honestly, I won't even pre-plan it. We'll just do it on the fly. If I end up building like the riverbed itself, I'm just gonna wing it. Once we get the walls in, the retaining walls in, then we'll just go from there. I'll figure it out as we're moving. I hate being underwater and seeing that. It looks, Lightmatica's never had the ability to work well underwater, and it is so annoying. I hope one day there's a fix for it, but at this point, with the mod dev behind it saying that they don't really want to develop new features for it, like, not for me. Like, all this is supposed to be there. That's fine. How's your Lightmatica thing translucent? There's a hotkey you can set up that allows you to turn on translucency. I'll be honest, I wasn't really expecting to be able to dig out everything in here. Like, I wasn't expecting the cliff itself to be dug out completely by the end of stream. So I'm very, very happy with what we've been able to do. This is gonna make the rest of the week so much easier. I was not at all expecting to be able to get through this fast. So it's good stuff. Very good stuff. And here I dug this back a little bit further, but I didn't really know what I wanted to do at the time for how I wanted the gatehouse to kind of extend and guard the river so people couldn't just like walk by it. So I need to build like some little support bluff thing that'll stick out next to it. But I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so kind of left it for now. That's okay. Easy. And then down in here is supposed to be water. All of this is supposed to be water. Maybe we can do it without. No, I should do this. Why not? You've been working fast, bro. For sure, impressive. I feel like I'm a quick Minecraft player. I might not be the best when it comes to like speed running or anything like that, but I feel like when it comes in terms of like building and planning out regions and doing all that mess, I feel pretty efficient. I'm nowhere near as efficient as Sausage. That man is a machine. Oh, this is supposed to be mud. Right. I was going to turn that all into mud over there. I'm trying to work on how we can do the riverbed. If you've seen, there's some creators recently have been doing a lot of like mud riverbeds, which I want to do. I think it'd be really cool. But then they're also doing it in a way where they're having, a lot of like azalea patches mixed in with small drip leaf and large drip leaf and lily pads, just like big old patches just floating out there like in shallower sections of the river, and it looks so cool. So I kind of want to try doing some of those things along here because I think it's a cool way of giving river foliage like in the river itself as like a milkweed type thing. So now that we can waterlog leaves, I think it's a really cool untapped building thing that people can do. Yeah, Germ did a similar idea. Yeah, I think I want to go a little bit simpler than how Germsy Boy does it, because I don't know how Germ goes through to gather up all of those unique blocks and everything. Like that ain't for me. That his ability to like just grind through and get all those unique blocks, I'm like, maybe he has them all saved up over time in his world, but yeah, no, it's too much. It's too much effort. I simplify my block palettes a lot based off of what I'm willing to spend the time gathering. Sometimes you have to make the excuse for the really cool block because it will actually make it a lot better, but other times it's don't need that flex. Okay, we're gonna leave the river to there for now. As much as I would like to actually bring it back here, but I don't know what I want to do back there yet, so we're gonna leave it for now. I'm gonna hire my kids to go do the grindy diggy to save my sanity. If you want computer time, you gotta mine 6 shulker boxes of stone, and then you can play whatever game you want. But you better mine those shulker boxes of stone first. Like, okay, Dad, sorry. Full of Corrales. That's how he does it. No. Alrighty, that looks prepped and ready for builds, so that's good. And I think that's where we're gonna land it today. We're gonna leave that. You want that ice cream? I need Blackstone. You want just be careful it doesn't involve it. You want dinner tonight? Go get that stack of ancient debris. They'd be like, oh no. And we just need to do this. Easy. All of that's not going to happen. Those concrete things are not going to be here. That bridge I'm hoping to design later and get it in. It's just kind of concrete blocked out for now. That guy we will add in most likely. Now I just got to go through and getting all of those blocks in. And then I want to get that top wall because I think it's going to look really cool up there. But it should be fun. I just got a lot of work to do. I might try and get those materials sorted tonight. But my throat's feeling a little scratchy. So I think with that, my friends, we're going to be calling it there on the stream today. Thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. Y'all are absolutely amazing. Thank you for the support. Thank you for hanging. Everybody who subscribed, members, all that stuff today. I know we had a few gift subs thrown around, so thank you all so very much. I really, really do appreciate it. Y'all are absolutely amazing. As always, thank you for the support. How many days have survived in hardcore? We're 7,150 ish right now, somewhere in between 7,100 and 7,200. So we're getting up there. Probably 10,000 days. Maybe 10,000 days will happen this year. I don't know. Could be. We'll probably get just under 9,000 days by the end of the year or something like that. But yeah, thank y'all so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. I'm gonna go find somebody to raid for everybody here who's on Twitch that wants to hang and jump on in. But with that, my friends, I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Bye.